Hey YouTube, how's it going? The No SHTF channel is proud to present another rebuild. This is going to be a whole new workstation based off of the EVGA classified X SRX motherboard. And we're also going to include a couple of Nvidia GTX 680 video cards. Gonna cool our two Intel Xeon 6-core processors with these thermal take water-based closed loop radiators, CPU coolers. Brand new platinum class 1000 watt, I think it's 15 or not 1000, it's 1050 watt Seasonic power supply. And this new Lian Li Chinese, of course. It's a pretty bitchin' case, actually. It's got a ton of room. There's three 140 millimeter fans in the front, and then also has a pull-out grate to keep dust and nasty shit out of your computer. And so basically that's the pile of parts I'm working with there. Gonna get those installed in here, and then also from the old machine I'm gonna be keeping the RAID controllers. Where are they? They're up underneath, right about where my finger is, underneath the two GTX 570s. And I'll be keeping all those enclosures, and the two Blu-ray disc drives, and the fan controller that's already in there. I'm going to be taking those guys out. What do you think, bud? You ready to do this? Apparently not. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So, I'm ready. Here I go. I'll take you guys for the ride. Alright, so just pulled this guy out of the box. And I don't know, it's pretty difficult to see or tell through the use of this video, but anyway, obviously the motherboard was in the box, along with your little doodads, whatnots, and ching-chings. I got some various cables, SLI connectors, some kind of a USB backplane, and assorted cables to your driver's disc. A manual, screw that. Backplane, or the back face for the case, and some more cables. What cable is this? This is another backplane for USB, and another SLI cable. But it's kind of hard to see, but for those who aren't familiar, this is a HPTX form factor motherboard. Motherboard's about 10 inches wide and a foot tall. This guy is 13.5 inches by 15.5 inches. It's a monster. So you need to buy a special case if you're thinking about purchasing one of these. They don't fit in regular motherboard cases. There's only about 7 or 8 different cases that will work with these, so do your homework. Alright, I'm going to get my CPU stuffed in this, get the brackets for the CPU coolers installed, slam it in the case, get the power supply put in, and get the wires run for that little, and we'll take a look then. Actually, I thought I would just do a quick close-up of these new sockets. It's kind of interesting the way they work. Those familiar know that there's typically a lever of sorts to clamp the plate that aligns and then presses the processor down onto the pins. Well, this one's a little different in that there's two levers. It's kind of a weird thing where this first lever unlocks it, and then the second lever allows it to come unhinged from the far side and open up. Another thing that I noticed right away is the way the pins are distributed inside the socket. It's kind of got a weird little design along the edge there. And inside you can see your little simmies. Pretty cool. So anyway, EVGA 2011. Alright, check it out. We're good to go here, except, well, a little problem. These water-cooled radiator doodads for the CPUs, they're too damn big. They're too thick. First of all, they're too tall or too wide to fit in here where I was going to put them. So what I think I need to do is disassemble the case further. I need to remove this piece of metal and this piece of metal, pull those out, and then I can stand them upright. They should fit in there nicely. Stand them up. They are upright right now. Got no way to mount these, so probably until I get that done, I'm just going to set them right here on the top of the case and deal with it. I got to pull those RAID cards out down below the video cards. The memory, you can see the 6 slots right there, and there's 6 more slots up underneath this processor 0 over here, and we're going to get them put up in here. Got the slots for these are a little different here and here and there and there. I don't know why they did it that way, but who cares, doesn't matter as long as the dumb thing works, right? So I'm going to be plugging one RAID card up there, that vacant slot right in the middle, and then the last one's going to go up under here, and hopefully we won't have any ugly conflicts or anything. The main reason I bought this damn motherboard was got about 25% more bus width, so I'm going to go ahead and yank the bare necessities out of this case over here, and that will consist of one RAID card, 2 of those hard disk controllers, or bays rather, and all the memory. Just a quick last tour of this box. You can see the memory down there, chipset, heat sinks, GPUs, RAID controllers, big old fat 8-pipe heat sinks for the Xeons in there. 2 banks of RAM here and there, and my gardener's outside doing the lawn. Hey guys, really quickly, again, sorry about the fan noise, but I was just plugging in this RAID card, and I should have mentioned it earlier, but this case is kind of cool. You see these levers. I've never seen a case that has this before. I've seen renditions of it, but this is some heavy-duty metal, heavy-duty shit. It's pretty cool. You can see this foot right here. It's hard rubber at the end of it, and when you go to replace your I/O cards on your motherboard, pretty bitchin'. It's like a lever. You can either lock it open or you can lock it closed, and it's in there. The thing doesn't move. Puts a lot of tension straight down onto the this bracket on the back plane of the case. That's pretty cool, man. Easy. So anyway, just want to throw that out there. The case is a Lian Li, I don't know what they call it. We'll walk over here and see what we got. It's a P80N all aluminum case. Thing weighs nothing. It's pretty cool. So these things came in it. These are 3 hard drive trays. These 2 guys, the door's open, so you can swap your drives out. It's got a little magnet right here that hooks up onto that. Kind of classy. And then this one was down at the bottom. Makes space for an additional fan and hard drives. I don't need those because I'm using my own cool little hard drive holder thingamabobbers. So everybody say hello to Mr. Petrucci. Hello. Oh. So yeah. Back to computing. Started putting the RAM in. Just got this RAID card in. Gonna finish up with the second RAID card, and we're gonna be ready to go. Alrighty, there it is. Got the two radiators up there because there's no room in the box. Not the snazziest wiring job I've ever done, but it's just kind of preliminary burn-in wiring, if you will. I'll clean it up. Messiest really is just these fan controllers and thermostatic temperature gauges. They will get cleaned up in the future. So let's just see if everything's going to work. So got my RAID card, video card, RAID card, pardon me. All kinds of good stuff in here. The hard drive enclosures. RAM, more RAM, 48 gigs of RAM, dueling Xeons, Hex Core madness. See what we get. Let's fire it up. I'm gonna get put on the floor, and actually I'll probably just connect it to what this guy is connected to, move some things out of the way, and maybe I can make this work over here. Okay, so we got it on the floor. Actually, a cool hint, if you guys are familiar with those furniture mover plastic thingies that slide really well. The rubber on top, get the grippy going. Put it under your computer. It makes it easy to slide around, regardless of how much it weighs. Anyway, I'm going to flip on the power supply here. Couple of lights inside there. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, there they are. You ready? Well, alright, time to check connections. But I took the old power supply out of my last computer, 1200 watt, and let's reach in here, push this power button, and oh, look at that! It comes on. Isn't that something? God, this thing is quiet. These little water pumps are pumping away. These fans make almost no noise at all. It's pretty bitchin'. Alright, I think we're done. Having overheating problems, but it's weird because the only time I have heating problems is when I load Intel's thermo-aware chipset driver. Go figure. The chipset overheats as soon as I install that driver. Kind of bizarre in that you'd think it would be thermo-aware, you know? Anyway, so the chipset up in there, that's what's getting hot. So couldn't really figure out where to put the radiators for the CPUs, so I envisioned putting them both in front here, but they won't fit, so I got one mounted as an exhaust fan there, so that works out nicely. And then around the front, have no one sucking air into the computer, plus you got these three big ass fans here pulling air through the case as well, so this thing should breathe nicely or deeply or something. New studio monitors, nice. So we're booting. And and this was from the unpleasant shutdown. I was just testing it out. No worries, I'm not sweating that. Alright, so we started clock. "35 seconds to boot." So it's working now. Everything seems to be just dandy. Processors are running really cool too. Let's see in there. The first one is processor 1. That's the chipset. That's processor 2. And that's another part on the chipset. Awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching, YouTube.